Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your Wheel of Truth. Okay, let's get started. In the center here, you have two cards that fell out. You have the uncreated here, and the uncreated is the seed of truth. It's the seed before the seed, if that makes sense to you. It is definitely creation in its rawest form. It's a potent time for something to be created, for new beginnings. And you also have this coupled with the darkening. Now, the darkening is, it's Pluto. It's associated with Pluto, Scorpio. It is a preparatory sort of energy, a transformative energy. It's a readiness. So we have some sort of a theme for something about to happen. It's in the beginning stages of something, though. Crowning this relationship, we do have the entrapment card. Somebody may have felt trapped within this situation somehow. It does say pregnancy, money, heartstrings. It could be any of those things. For many of you, it just could have been one of you felt trapped by their own feelings in this situation. They started to feel suffocated. They started to feel trapped. Somebody definitely ran from this connection. There was another of you who became a little obsessed, who may have looked at the other as an indulgence on some level. There is someone, and it is right across from this entrapment card, who felt a lot of anxiety in this connection. Why they felt anxiety, why they felt sort of panicked and entrapped, I don't know. We're going to clarify with the tarot, so we'll figure it out. But there is someone that watches from afar, through the internet perhaps, definitely plugged in. One of you wants proof of a change before anything more can take place. There was apparently something that did go on that one of you felt needed to change. The other may have felt trapped by this request, but somebody is hanging on to the fact that, hey, like, I'm not even going to consider this until I see a change. It does say, show me, prove it to me. So let's see. Give this a quick shuffle. I did shuffle these before, but I'll give them a quick shuffle now. Show me this entrapment card. Show me this entrapment card, please. You have the Three of Pentacles. Somebody felt like they were absolutely giving to this situation. Sorry about that. I was getting a phone call. Somebody felt like they were giving to this situation. They felt that maybe they were over giving to this situation. One of you felt like you wanted to be a team player. You wanted to achieve the same goals. The other felt like they were, sorry about my voice, giving too much. Let's clarify this a little bit more. Show me, please. There is one of you is definitely hanging on to the past. You may not, I'm thinking that for many of you Sagittarians out there, it's you. It could be flipped for sure, but one of you is definitely hanging on to the past, even if you don't speak on it much. The other felt a little panicked within this connection, felt a little suffocated within this connection. There is a truth that was shown. There is a truth that came out. A realization that maybe there was no real long-term potential for this connection. So one of you ran. One of you, I do think for many of you, this was your person, was a little bit manipulative, honestly, not particularly honest about the way they felt. And here you have two people, right? You have the Queen of Cups in reverse, who can be pretty manipulative, and then you have the Queen of Swords in the upright, who is really the opposite of that. clear, concise, knows what he or she wants, is very clear about that. Then the other kind of wishy-washy, not being very clear about it. Somebody was lying to themselves about this connection. Somebody waffled. This is Leo energy, by the way. Somebody waffled between being very strong and being very weakened by this connection. There is someone who obsesses over this in some way, or someone that looks at the other like they're an indulgence. And there is the Magician. There is someone that looks at the other as like they're an indulgence. Like they are magical in some ways, but there was turmoil in this connection. The two of you went back and forth. The two of you didn't see eye to eye on something, and it was some sort of, it was something to do with your goals, maybe. It was something to do with being happy and what makes you happy. There was some sort of turmoil within this relationship. And it was very, very unsettling. It was unsettling for both of you. And here we have Scorpio in reverse. We have the Death card in reverse, unfinished business. There was unfinished business in this situation. It wasn't ended properly. This didn't end properly for some reason. Show me this anxiety. Somebody panicked. Somebody got scared. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which is also sort of unfinished business, I'm telling you. This person may have felt panic because of what somebody was asking of them. Yeah. So this person walked away, but as you can see, this did come in sideways. They walked away, but did they really walk away? Because I see that someone's spying on someone else through the internet. There is someone here. There is a King of Pentacles coming in sideways. Somebody wasn't stable enough for the other. They were not in a stable position. They were not in a victorious position. They weren't in a position where they could be victorious in some way. They have, one person looks at the other like they have bad judgment. Their judgment is askew. One person may look at the other like they're manipulative, like they're not telling the truth, like they're lying. Somebody, you might be looking at someone honestly like they're a liar. There is someone who is attached to you via the internet or something. But they're loud. This is Piscean energy. This Piscean energy is just not being proactive, not actually doing anything, but watching from a distance. Watching from the distance. Perhaps even being sad that this connection has ended, but not being proactive at all. And they're not planning on being proactive. Here's Sagittarian energy coming in sideways. This relationship may have kept you off balance, may not have brought out your best qualities here, Sagittarius. You're coming in sideways in your own reading. You're waiting for something that would have never happened. And I think that if you ended this relationship, or if it ended by anybody else's, if this relationship would have gone on and would have continued, you would have been waiting for something that would have never happened. You want to see proof. And I'm assuming this is you. Yeah, look, you're wanting to see proof of change. You're wanting to see more of a balance here. Your eyes are wide open. This Justice card is not, she is not blind. She's holding her scales and she's saying, this isn't enough. Something's not enough. You're not offering me enough. Yeah, here's the Empress. I'm an Empress. You're not offering me enough. And I need to see proof that you have changed, because I have choices. I now have choices. And here it is. There is the Knight of Pentacles coming in very slowly. It's Earth energy. Very slow-moving knight that seems to be coming backwards. But here you are, and I know that you're not identified as the King of Swords, but in this situation, you are seeing the truth. You're holding the truth in your hand. You're waiting for proof of change. You're seeing manipulation instead of truth. You're seeing a false promise. There is Virgo here on the table coming forward with his lantern. Very, very slowly. Virgo is a very slow move. The Hermit is very slow moving, as is the Knight of Pentacles. Something slow moving is coming towards you, Sagittarius, but you are sitting in your power as the Queen of Wands. You are going to receive a message here, and this message is going to be, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. There was a promise broken here. You're looking for more stability as the Queen. You're looking for more stability. You're going to make a choice, or you have made a choice, and this is Gemini energy. You're going to stick to your choice. Regardless of the look, you have two messages coming in, and they're both in reverse. And look, right under it, you're not going to accept this offer. I do think that there is something coming back around for you. But I don't think you're going to be interested. Show me this sword of truth at the top, please. Show me the sword of truth at the top here. You do have the camel, and it says persevere and you will overcome problems. I don't know. I do think had this person persevered and really lived up to your expectations and perhaps what they've promised you, you could have overcome these problems. You could have. But I don't think that that was possible. And I think it was based on the fact that they did not. Yeah, here in need of help, assistance, and guidance. This person is in need of guidance. This person needed, perhaps you were trying to give them guidance and they felt that it was, and they felt suffocated by it. It said, hidden secrets can harm you. There is some sort of an obsessive nature to this situation. You might harbor this, and you might keep it hidden, even from yourself, or this might be someone else's quiet obsession with you, with them watching the way someone seems to. Show me this anxiety at the bottom here. It says affairs with your family. So there is something to do with your family here. Or maybe it's their family. I do believe it was them that felt this anxiety here, Sagittarius. And perhaps this goes back to something that happened within their family, you know. For sure, it says affairs with your family. And I do think, show me this internet stalking card. Show me this internet stalking card for Sagittarius, please. Show me this internet stalking card for Sagittarius. You have two. You have May. And you have Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person. That, well, I do think that this person may be a little stubborn. I do think this person may be stubbornly watching you from afar and not approaching you. I do think something happened in May. Maybe they saw something in May. Maybe they felt something in May. Maybe you met someone else in May. But something happened in May, and it sort of tweaked them. Right? It made them tweak a little bit. Show me this slow-moving knight. Show me this slow-moving knight, please. You have here rat, someone working against you. Well, I don't think someone's working against you, Sagittarius, but I do think rats are very quiet. They stay in the shadows. They watch. They wait until you go to sleep, and then they come out and they forage. And I do think this person is rat-like in that way. I think that they are sticking to the shadows, and they're not showing themselves. And it's just it's very strange energy. I'm not getting dangerous energy from this person. And it's not particularly sneaky either. It's just sort of, I want to say almost cowardly, like they're just sticking to the shadows. They're not saying, they have limiting fears. They have limiting fears, and it's something from their childhood. You have a Venus offer here on the table. This Venus offer may be coming from this person at some point, but I get the feeling that for many of you, you have an offer here on the table from someone else. This person may be watching you on the internet, and they may be watching you with someone else. They may have found out you were with someone else. You may meet someone else, and this whole thing may come to pass. But there is something they're going to learn that's going to be disturbing to them in some way. Let me see. Give me one more card for Sagittarius. That came out very quickly, Sagittarius. And here we have air. You could be dealing with an air sign, of course, but air is all around us, right? Air is not something we can see, but we know it's there, much like the rat. I do think that there is something going on here in the shadows that you are unaware of. I'm going to pull one more card for you. As these readings go on, I swear I pull more and more cards for Sagittarius. You have Virgo in the 6th house. You may be dealing with a Virgo because the Hermit came out. It says work, service, health. Virgo in the 6th house. Interesting. I'm not getting work, service, health. I'm getting Virgo. I'm getting the sign of Virgo. This person may have Virgo highly aspected in their chart. Perhaps it's you that has Virgo highly aspected in your chart. Virgo is very strong in this reading, though. I do wish you luck. Namaste. Expect this person to make their way back to you at some point, but they're damn slow about it. I do think that you know your worth. And I think that if you had any questions about your worth, someone's about to show you what you are worth. Best of luck to you. Namaste.